One of the most confusing aspects of muscle growth is workout frequency, as there seems to be a wide range of ideas regarding the ideal amount of time to rest between workouts for maximum results. When I started my muscle building journey, most of the articles I read suggested training each muscle group once per week, but because I never felt that this frequency was sufficient, from the beginning I aimed to train every muscle group twice per week, which provided me with such explosive muscle gains that I had stretch marks to prove it. I added 100 pounds in 2 years, half of which was pure muscle, but I still very often heard the once per week for each muscle group recommendation, and I feel it's necessary to discuss why this is not the best way to maximize results. Muscle grows between workouts, while you eat and rest. The overload stimulus from a workout stresses muscle tissue, and in response to this stress, the body builds new muscle. So logically, wouldn't you want to stimulate the muscle again as soon as possible so you can encourage the body to build more muscle tissue? Yes, but not until you have sufficiently recovered from the last workout. Training each muscle group once per week is safe because it guarantees that you will be fully ready to attack that same muscle group with aggression in the weight room. But what if you could get away with allowing only 6 days between training each muscle group? That's 8 additional opportunities per year for the body to build new muscle tissue. And what if you could rest 5 days instead of 7 between training each body part? That's 21 extra chances to add muscle every year. And what if you could train each muscle group every 4 days? That would allow for 39 extra chances for muscle growth every 12 months compared to allowing 7 days of rest between training each muscle group. So as you can see, reducing rest between workouts can make a dramatic difference in the amount of muscle you build and how fast you're able to build it. So it sounds like the more often you train a muscle group, the faster it will grow, which is true as long as it's not too often. And what amount is too often differs for each individual based on your own personal recovery capacity and age. When I was a teenager, I could train each body part twice per week without any issues, as I recovered fully between workouts and never experienced overtraining. But as I entered my 40s and beyond, I could tell that twice per week for each muscle was becoming difficult to recover from, as with age comes longer recuperation time. So I had to change my every 3 to 4 days between training each muscle group to 4 to 5 days in order to ensure adequate recovery. But how can you tell if rest between workouts is sufficient? I was able to determine this based on whether I felt strong enough and adequately energetic in the gym, as this determines if I need to rest more. When my workout weights begin to decline or I feel unusually tired, that indicates to me that the body is not yet ready to work out again, and this is what signals whether I need to consider decreasing my workout frequency to ensure adequate recovery. But you need to be careful, as feeling fatigue can also be a sign that your workout volume is too high, meaning your body cannot recover from the amount of sets you perform before the next workout. So the trick is to balance the correct number of sets with the ideal workout frequency so you can build the most amount of muscle. You will see links to different videos later where I discuss how to determine the correct number of workout sets and how to cycle those sets to maximize results and avoid overtraining. So you should watch those 2 videos and then begin resting every 3 to 4 days between each muscle group if you are under 40 years of age, and 4 to 5 days between each muscle group if you are over 40, and then only decrease workout frequency from these levels if you feel weak or fatigued. Lastly, when you reach a point where you no longer wish to build muscle and are only looking to maintain what you've gained, you can then switch to resting 7 days between training each muscle group, as this frequency works well for preserving the muscle you've gained, but will limit the amount of new muscle built. Please subscribe to the Incredibody YouTube channel because I will be cranking out weekly videos to help you transform your body and life.